Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to calculate standard deviation and then use that to make a chart with error bars on a Google spreadsheet. Let's say this is the data that you have. I just made up these numbers, but whatever data you have, you're going to have them in different rows or columns with their labels so that the spreadsheet knows what to label them in the chart. And first, to calculate standard deviation, pick a column here. I'm going to put this column, it's going to be my salt standard deviation, and this one's going to be my control standard deviation. That's where I want it to calculate the value. So then you highlight the cell where you want the value to go in, and you start typing equal, and you start typing standard deviation, ST, and you see it comes up. You want to choose standard deviation S for a sample. And then you're going to go to your data and highlight all the data that you want it to calculate your standard deviation for, and then hit enter. There it goes. There's the standard deviation for the salt numbers. I'm going to put the cursor on the other cell. And again, I'm going to start typing equals ST, and there's standard deviation S. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to highlight these numbers and hit enter. And there it is. So you can see from here, my salt one, and I misspelled salt here, has a lower standard deviation than my control one. Again, these are just made up numbers, so it doesn't really mean anything for me right now. To put this into a chart, you're gonna highlight all of the data that you want in a chart. And then you go to Insert, Chart, and there it is. So it already knew to put the two different treatments in two different colors. You can go back in under the chart editor and write in the labels for the x-axis and the y-axis, but right now I just want to show you how to add the error bars. Once you have your data here, click on one of the bars for one of your groups. So I'm going to click on the blue ones for the salt group, and you can see here it comes up as the salt is a series. I'm going to scroll down where it says error bars. I want error bars. And then it's going to ask me the type of error bars. I'm going to need to pull the screen down so I can see the standard deviation. And standard deviation is one of the choices, but that one doesn't calculate correctly for error bars. So choose constant because we've already calculated standard deviation. It's going to be constant for all those numbers. And I'm going to put in standard deviation for salt is 1.9. There it is, 1.9. Oops, that's 19. 1.9. There, that looks better. And then I'm going to click on one of the red bars. Enter. Yes, one of the red bars. Now I'm in my control group. I'm going to scroll down. I also want error bars here. And I want to do it the same way. I'm going to choose constant. And I'm going to type in the controller was 2.4. Enter. It should. Yep, they're there. So now you can see that I have error bars on the graph, and then like I said, you can label the axes, the x-axis, the y-axis, and then you can copy and paste this into your report if you want to use it.